Well, I cannot say it's an easy topic, but it's definitely a very funny topic. It's about
Okay.
marriage.
Oh,
Yeah, so the topic is how does it feel to have a marriage more than 30 years, almost 35 years.
wonderful.
Yeah, let's go dive a little bit deeper about what wonderful means. The first question is that how did you two meet each other, and how go into the engagement, how the past looks like.
Oh, okay.
It's a long story.
It is a long story. Let's see if we can do an abbreviated version.
And there are so many distractions.
So I met Nathan in college,
Mm-hmm.
and he was the first time I met him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he told you this, but the first time I met him, it was on what they call a dating network.
It's dating, group dating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an outing, yeah.
And dating with your roommate.
Yes, and he was dating my roommate.
I think that's very dramatic. That's a very dramatic story.
Well, but I wasn't trying to get him or anything. You know what I mean? It was the first time we met. And I asked him what year he was, and he told me a lie. That's what was funny.
What do you ask him?
I asked him what year of study he was in, and he told me he was a grad student.
But
he was only a sophomore, second year.
Why he tried to make
just for a joke?
Oh, just a joke.
But I teased him that the first thing he did was lie to me. I tease him.
I get you. And
but I was gullible, so he was catching me. Gullible.
You are when you are freshman, sophomore, or
I was a junior when we met.
Oh, so actually you are one grade higher than him, right? You are a junior. He's a sophomore.
Right. Partly because he was just behind me a year in college.
Yeah, behind 1 year. Yeah, go ahead.
So then we would run into each other. Sometimes I'd find out which sidewalk he would be walking on too, just to say hi. And we had a great friendship. We would go to group things together, or we'd just go meet and talk. And it was never uncomfortable talking to each other. It wasn't this awkward, what am I going to think of? What am I going to say next?
It's a very smooth conversation.
Yeah, it's very natural. Very natural. We played ping pong.
But I never saw you guys play ping pong.
Oh, we're very competitive.
Oh, I will. If I get a chance, I will see.
Yes. So we like to play We played ping pong. We would throw a little super ball to each other. Just different fun things. We go to a park or whatever.
Yeah. Just two of you or a group of people?
Sometimes it was two of us. Sometimes it was a group. So then, but we did it as friends.
Oh yeah, I understand.
Because he was studying cinema.
Right. Yeah.
We didn't see how these paths were going to cross.
I see that. At the very beginning.
At the very beginning, he's going one direction. I'm going another.
Makes sense.
And I knew that, and yet he was a good friend, and so there was times. I don't know if I could pinpoint the times that I liked him, but he wasn't interested. Then he was interested, and I was not. That kind of missed.
Back and forth.
So then, when I graduated, we wrote letters. We actually wrote letters to each other while we were
still in college.
In college, they had what they called the note system. So I went to a Christian college where you couldn't have contact with each other, physical contact like this.
So when you go out, you need to keep social distance.
Yes, a real social, but not 6 feet. Okay.
Oh, I get it. Joking. We are joking. Okay.
So it was encouraged friendships and that kind of thing. So but basically was just create an environment that would be protected for everybody.
Yep.
So in that we would write letters at night, and the guys would drop them off, and the girls would put them in, and you'd put them in the box according to the dorm or the building they lived in. So we have all the letters.
You still have that here? We should find another time. Those are more interesting than pictures.
So actually, we have our letters that we wrote to each other, and we laugh now when we read them because we were more than friends, but we didn't realize it.
Yeah, because nowadays when you look back,
right,
you realize, the very.
Another thing that Nathan has done, he's journaled for years. He writes down every day.
Diary.
Diary. Yeah. So we have that too. Anyway, which is good because you forget things.
Right.
And you can go back and see, oh, well, God did this.
Right. We
even had the date we met you the first time.
When?
It was, I want to say October 23rd. No, or is that Leo? But he has those written down. But we met you
which year?
in October of 2023.
2023. 2023?
2022.
2022.
Because we met you the first year we were here.
Right.
2022.
Mm-hmm.
Man, time goes by fast.
Of course.
So,
of course. This is the evidence. This is the evidence.
He's looking at my parents' wedding picture.
God's parents. Oh, go ahead.
So, then we kept writing.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to the mission field.
Mm-hmm.
And he finished his master's degree,
Mm-hmm.
and then he worked at the school,
mm-hmm.
taught and worked on staff and
mm-hmm.
taught a class.
Mm-hmm.
And God was working on his heart.
Yeah.
And so during my first it was after I'd been there for 3 years.
He
came and visited Brazil. Did he tell you all this?
He mentioned this. He sit in this position 3 hours ago. We discussed about his journey there.
Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So he came to Brazil, and he'll tell you that it was to find out because God was working on his heart towards missions. Is God calling me to be a missionary?
Mm-hmm.
Am I supposed to get serious with Dawn and marry her? Because he told me, I have to back up a little bit. Well, and then the third thing was, am I called to go to Brazil as a missionary?
Oh, yeah.
Those were the 3 questions.
Yeah.
But he didn't want one to be connected to the other. He wanted them, individually answered. So then before that, he had told me in a letter that he loved me.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew my parents. He wrote a little letter of, can I date? It was very vague. We had a letter. And then my parents went down and interviewed him.
Interview him?
Yes, and I was in Brazil and they were interviewing. No phone call to say how it went.
I don't know. As in the future, I will be interviewed by my future parents-in-law.
It's a good thing.
Yeah,
well,
it's good.
And I think for my parents, my dad especially, he didn't want to see me distracted. He didn't know what direction Nathan was going.
He worried that Nathan's journey, will influence your life direction, right?
Right. Which is what would happen in a marriage, right?
That happens a lot.
Yes. Yes. So, but that God, he recognized that God was working on Nathan's heart.
Mm-hmm.
And in that interview, they made observations that were very good and helpful. But it was more that I would not be deterred from what God had called me to do.
Mm-hmm.
He was very zealous for that in my life.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the part of the role of a dad, protecting the daughter and helping to guide her until she has a husband.
Yeah.
So then he came and visited Brazil.
Mm-hmm.
And so I thought, he's told me he loved me. He's already got permission from my parents.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a ring in the pocket to ask me to marry him.
In that trip.
Yeah, I thought, he's coming down to ask me to marry him. And he's coming down to find out whether he should think about
missionary.
Well, even think about a more serious relationship with Dawn.
So he has 3 tasks. He has so many tasks for that. Whether he should marry you, whether he should become a missionary, whether he's ready, if
to be serious,
be serious, and go to Brazil.
Right.
So many.
Yeah, he had a lot going on in his head, and I thought some of those had already been established. Because letters leave holes.
Of course.
And we did that year. We did start talking on the phone a little bit for it was only 20 minutes.
$200.
$200 once a month. It was a lot of money.
Need to be brave.
Yeah. Well, that's hard.
Today our agenda is this. Let's ensure it's finished in 20 minutes.
So, when he visited, the Lord worked through various circumstances, through people, wise counsel, and just gave Nathan peace that this is the direction. Brazil, yes, missionary Brazil, and yes to Dawn. And we got engaged in Brasilia, which is the capital of Brazil.
Oh, okay.
While we were visiting missionaries.
Okay.
Who happened to be Pastor Jake's parents.
It's not on purpose?
Well, we were visiting them.
Okay, you happen in the same
But we happened to get engaged at their house. Isn't that amazing?
Oh, yeah, that's very amazing. How old are you at that time?
Let's see, how old was I? 27.
Okay.
27.
Gotcha.
26, 27.
Something like that.
I'd have to think about it.
Yeah,
27.
That's a lot. That's a journey. That's a trip. Change both of yours life.
Well, and he was only there for a short period, like 2
weeks,
3 weeks, I think. But we had a conference in there with other missionaries and stuff. So we basically planned the wedding in those 3 weeks.
So now when Nathan, think of the trip, he can make a claim like the 3 weeks that changed my life.
He's never moved so fast in his life since.
Yeah, he's not a person,
No, he's
you are on the two sides.
Right.
You're a person with
I'm very spontaneous.
I can see that, like
and
my mom.
He's very methodical.
My mom is just like this, and my dad is pretty like Nathan. Just think, and don't take action.
Or they're very methodical in when they take it. They plan it out.
But sometimes because you think too much, that you feel cannot take action because you want to be very, very cautious.
Yes, so that's where we balance each other out.
I see that.
Sometimes I push him, and sometimes he pulls me back.
Yeah, that's why my parents always
works well.
That's why my parents always argue with each other. Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
So, we got engaged and planned a wedding in 3 weeks, basically, and 6 months later we were married. But before that, I left Brazil at the end of March. The day I left, my permanent visa was stamped in my passport for Brazil. You have to live there for 2 years before you can apply. And I completed all that process.
You get a permanent residence.
I left to go to the airport, my permanent residency was stamped. So why is that significant? Well, based on that passport and that visa, Nathan could get a permanent visa right away.
Right. Similarly, like for example, like American, they call it green card, permanent, right? Because for now I work as I need to work authorization. If I'm married to someone who has a green card, then I can apply for green card. Similar in your situation.
Yeah,
I understand that. Okay, cool. So now, congratulations, you commit and engage with each other, and then you get married. Then life keep going on, and but I believe conflicts still happen sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I wonder, based on your experience, what kind of reaction, what kind of response patterns will make the conflicts even worse, and what kind of actions, what kind of reaction make the conflicts can fix the conflicts. Yeah.
Okay. Your basis for marriage is not your happiness. It's pleasing God. So if you're trying to please God, it's not always going to be just about meeting this person's immediate need. So one thing that I think helped us in our marriage is we had good counsel from our pastor before we got married. Nathan personally studied, what does the Bible say that a husband should do? And he had a whole study of what God says a husband should do, should be like. And he tried to emulate that. The Bible's very clear what a husband should do and what a wife should do. And they give you principles to follow, which is helpful.
Yeah.
One of the counsel that our pastor told us, divorce is not in your vocabulary. Don't even joke about it.
Yeah.
Some people joke about it.
That's bad.
I make light of it. You're committed to each other till death do you part. And you're choosing to be faithful to that person because that pleases God. Right? And God created marriage to reflect relationship that God has with the church. Anyway, so when we got married, Nathan joined the mission board right away, and there was a lot of things going on. We traveled visiting churches, and 3 months after we were married, I was pregnant with our first child. And I have a...
Well, how old were you? 27, 28? Oh.
Yeah.
Got you.
So I was an emotional basket case. Yeah. I cried all the time. And so poor Nathan, he's like, what did I get myself into? All she does is...
Yeah.
And he was very patient. He listened. And he encouraged. And you learn pretty early on, you can't change that person. You shouldn't marry somebody to change them. The one that changes is God changes them. You try to do it, you're gonna just cause conflict.
Yeah.
So become a good listener. Communicate.
Yep.
And he was just very loving. And that was something. When I remember one of my goals in looking for a husband, I wanted somebody that would love me unconditionally. Like I saw my dad love my mom during her illness. When she couldn't walk, when she couldn't do things for herself, when she couldn't feed herself, when she couldn't see, he was her eyes. He took care of her in every way. And he loved her unconditionally. And I think that's a beautiful thing. And I wanted somebody that would be like my dad that way. And read the Bible, pray together. I tell young ladies all the time, the best thing you can do for your husband is pray. Because sometimes we see things that need changing in our spouse.
Yep.
And if we keep nagging or telling them, do this, what's the man's first reaction?
No,
I'm not going to do it because you told me so many times to do it. That there's a natural resistance there.
It's just like boys to your mom.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Especially as you became a man. Yeah. You don't want your mom telling you what to do.
Yeah.
So I tell girls, pray. And God will show you the right time to talk if you're supposed to say anything. A lot of times I don't have to say a thing. And God will work on his heart far better than I could.
Yes.
And it would have just been and learn from him.
Yep.
There's so much you can learn from the other person.
Of course, especially the other gender, because we see men and women see world in very different way.
Totally different.
Learn from each other.
Yeah. No, and I can say that I'm a better person today because of Nathan.
And how he can see that as well.
How he spurs me on, how he encourages me, even in little things like a talent or a gift that person might have. I like to color. And I color things. And he says, you got some beautiful colorings here. Let's just make them into gifts. And he helped me make it into gifts with technology, which I don't have a lot of skills in technology.
Yeah, because he likes filming.
He's artsy.
Yeah.
So there's things like that he encourages and spurs me on.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that that's really a good advice, because as a man, I totally understand that feeling. When people, especially your partner, say, hey, this is something wrong because we have pride.
Mm-hmm.
And then we will want to fight back and say, no, I do this because ABC
Mm-hmm.
to show I'm correct, to
Mm-hmm.
show I'm on the track, to show that I don't need your guidance to tell me what is right and wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And that's actually go back to your, previous, your our discussion that because myself have too strong ego inside myself,
Mm-hmm.
or even more straightforward, I'm too selfish. I put myself above anything else and not humble. Cannot open my mind to accept another's opinion, not necessarily my wife or my girlfriend, right? It even just a friend, my parents or whoever, even stranger or my coworker. And it's some teaching easy to understand, but it's hard to practice.
Well, and it's like, in the work world, how do you feel if you've worked on something, had tons of ideas, and then you feel like somebody didn't listen at all?
Right.
Your ideas, they just kind of threw it out.
Then you feel frustrated, upset, depressed.
It's the same thing.
It's the same
thing in personal relationships too, and really listen. When Nathan and I do a lot of counseling for marriages, and one of the things we do talk about is, here's the man, he's reading something, and the wife is trying to get his attention, and he won't stop. What the wife really wants you to do, just by stopping and saying, listening, this, connecting with your eyes and talking, it says, you're important to me, I'm going to listen. I'm going to stop what I'm doing right now and listen to you. Or if it's not a good time, he'll say, can you come back in 5 or 10 minutes? And because of our type of work, sometimes we have to do that with others.
Something you need to,
But that's open communication.
Yeah, always.
But listen while you're typing or doing something else to a woman that says you're not really listening.
Right.
And then vice versa for a girl to do that. If she's on the phone the whole time that you're talking, you don't feel like you're really
you
there.
feel that, okay, I'm nobody in his or her heart.
Yeah.
I agree. So when I think that's something, nowadays, especially when we have phones, we need to be very careful about.
Well, that was something my kids really struggled. Sometimes when we come back to the States, they didn't have a phone till they were late teenagers or adults even. And other people in churches and youth groups, or they do something and their kids would be on the phone, or they'd be chatting under the table and you're at a dinner table with everybody.
Yeah.
But you're ignored.
Right.
How do you feel?
Right. It feels that, that person, although their body physically
they're not
there, but their mind, their soul is some other places.
Yeah. Well, I know families that when it comes dinner time, cell phones are typically, we do not take our cell phone to our table.
I think it makes sense.
We try to concentrate on those around
I think it makes sense. I think it makes sense. If there are really some emergency, people will call you.
You hope they do. Please call me if it's an emergency. Don't text.
Yeah. But people who are familiar with you will know your style. I agree. Yep. And I think that that's really a good points that how to maintain a good relationship with a partner. And the last question and the marriage is that again, it's about a suggestion, about advice. So now you are experienced in marriage. You are a pro. And if you want to give suggestion to a couple at their first year, what kind of suggestion you give? If you give suggestion to a couple at their year 10, what suggestion? And a couple in like year 20. Right? You are not qualified to give suggestion to couple at year 50, not yet. Not yet.
25, 30. Yeah. 30. We're coming up on 35.
35, almost there. And let's start from year 1. What suggestions you have?
Listen to the other person
Mm-hmm.
and pray with them. That makes a huge difference. And decide you're going to stick through the thick and thin together. Be committed from day one to each other. I think in that first year, everybody's finding out their new roles.
Oh,
So let me explain. You have the mother-in-laws. You have the father-in-laws.
Yeah.
So just there's a lot of differences in how people were raised, even if they were raised similarly.
Yeah.
Like my family is a huggy people.
Yeah, Nathan mentions this as well.
Yeah.
Hug or not.
So my family hugs. We tell each other we love each other all the time. We grew up doing that. Nathan's family didn't used to be that way.
Because of Seattle phrase.
But over the years, they've liked the hugs.
Yeah, hug is
and
good.
they do say I love you more.
Yeah, I agree.
So there's things that we learn from each other.
Yeah.
Different ways of doing things. Be open. Nathan's family, they're very laid back. They're content to sit in a park and do nothing. And that wasn't how I was wired. I want to go do something. I want to be active or whatever. So learning to relax in a different way. And accepting that other family as family. It's not just two people getting married. You got two families that are going to be interacting.
Right.
So accept them.
Right.
And so that would be the first year, I think.
Okay, then 10 years passed. The couple already married for 10 years. I guess they already have kids now.
In the busyness of life, don't stop dating.
What does that mean?
Spend time. You set aside, because you get caught up. I gotta go get groceries. I gotta go do this. I gotta take this kid here. I gotta do that. And you're doing
marriage become routines.
Yes, and that's not all bad, but you need time as a couple.
Yeah, two people
without kids.
Yeah.
So from early on, we purposed to sometimes we go away for a weekend. And we would leave the kids with someone else.
With friends or whatever.
Friends or family. Yeah.
Okay.
So the kids weren't glued to us. They learned to survive with other people.
Yep.
And when we would go on a date, we would try to talk about us, to dream together, to just enjoy being with each other. Romantically, whatever.
Yeah.
But date. Just enjoy each other. And sometimes
just like how you date before marriage.
Yeah, don't forget that part. You know, a guy spends a lot of time giving flowers, candy, or gifts, or trying to make this beautiful card to give to her. And then when they get married, they throw it by the wayside. So one thing that Nathan has done over the years that's really been sweet. When we got married, he went through his journals. Did he tell you this? He went through his journals and he wrote in a book all the times that he said, I need a wife, or my name came up before we got married. Then once we're married, he said, keep this around because I want to continue writing. And sometimes I will find that under my pillow with a note. And we're into our third or fourth book now, where he keeps writing me notes and just puts it. That's keeping it alive. You know, it doesn't have to cost a lot of money.
Yeah.
Buying presents.
Yeah.
The time that you spend is worth more than
I agree.
The money you spend or the place you go to.
I agree. No, I think that as a man or as a boy, it's very easy to have a misunderstanding. I earn a lot of money. I buy expensive things for my girlfriend or wife, and that's love. That's very easy to go into, but maybe forget to spend enough time, attention to girlfriend or wife?
Well, okay, so you're marrying a person,
Yep.
not an object,
Right.
right? So you got to remember, you got to keep that investment because she's going to be changing.
Yeah.
The more you understand her, and the more she might, we've always viewed the marriage as starting of a home. It's not just a place you live together.
Right.
And it's a commitment to each other, to the children you have.
Right.
And so it's a together thing.
Right.
Raising kids.
Right.
Together.
Right.
And so some of those dates, sometimes we would spend some time strategically planning.
Strategically planning, what does that mean?
So we noticed that this child is really struggling in this area.
Okay.
So how are we going to help him learn this character?
Oh, it's like a discussion. It's a discussion with a certain purpose.
Yes. So
have a meeting.
so it's setting aside a time to intentionally evaluate how are we doing this as parents?
Yep.
Or what do we need to do better? Or how can I help you more? And being intentional, because it's like anything. Right. If you don't have a goal, you never get there, right?
Like an interview.
Yeah.
Like an interview.
Or even in your job.
Yeah.
If you don't set goals, you never get anywhere. You
right.
Float along and whatever. And then a lot of times you respond in a way that's just gonna blow up in your face.
Right. I agree.
Yeah. So that would be my 10-year.
Now
keep dating.
Keep dating. Okay, I will remember that. I will date first to have the opportunity to keep dating.
Yeah.
Okay, now time flies another decade. For a couple, they already been with each other for 20 years. What's your suggestion?
Keep doing things together. Because sometimes they can, with jobs, he could have his job and then he comes home. They have a few hours together. So then it gets to, if you've been married a while, sometimes the men retire and all of a sudden they're home and they're looking at each other like, now what do I do? So in your 10 to 20, 30 years, keep doing things together as a couple. Don't just, I feel like doing this. Nathan does things with me because he knows he goes shopping with me because he knows I like it. He doesn't necessarily like shopping. Now,
most men like
don't.
shopping.
And for him, the worst kind is the bin stores where everything's in a box and the women have to dig through to find the bargain. He's like, ah.
That's kind of like the nature of.
So then there's things that I know he enjoys. He enjoys photography.
Oh, yeah.
When we travel, I'm the kind of person, you get in the car, you get there. He's the kind of person, well, if we want to stop along the way, take a picture, enjoy the moment, which is great for me. I've learned that's what he does. He relaxes that way.
Yeah.
So my way of investing in him is set aside my impatience to get there and just enjoy the moment and enjoy the photography and help him. Like we've had several times that he's taken pictures of weddings and he's taken pictures of children and family, and I'm there posing people and putting people in the right spot or whatever, and I'm learning things from him.
Yeah. And I guess that even driving, I think that I talk this with Nathan before, that for you, when you drive, maybe you prefer to drive in highway, arrive in your destination efficiently. But Nathan may prefer to drive in the normal road. Not in a hurry.
He wants the mountainous, windy roads with scenery all around, and I want to get there the fastest.
Right. You drive for 20 hours. 20 minutes, and you go to Redmond, and he drive 40 minutes to arrive. Right. That's I can see that. Yeah. I think all those suggestions are very, very valuable, and even more than used in a romantic relationship, right? Even with friends, we need to listen. We need to try to understand, and need to don't so selfish, don't so emphasize our own ego, and listen to others and try to open ourselves.
Well, and when there's conflict, try to deal with it right away.
Right.
Well, okay, we'll clarify that. You have to have the right time, but don't let it go a long time without resolving it.
Yeah.
So like sometimes there's been conflict and Nathan's like, what'd I do? And I said, I'm not ready to talk about it yet because I was just really fuming inside. And if I had said everything I was thinking,
no, I need to calm down first, right?
I needed to calm down. And sometimes we need to figure it out how to say it.
Yeah.
So that we're conscious of the other person's person. You don't want to attack the person all the time.
Right.
And so he said, okay. So he knows that, we will talk about it, but I might not be ready just yet.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing that he does too is we say, I love you, and we mean it. And we tell each other that, and we tell others, but we tell each other especially.
That's important.
Yeah.
That's important.
It is.
Yeah.
And it needs to be intentional, not just on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
And in fact, in our relationship, we're very comfortable with each other. We don't feel the pressure that the world puts on you to have a gift for Valentine's Day, to have a gift for all the expected things like flower. I like flowers. I like that, but I don't need that. There's other things. And him spending time with me. Our favorite thing is to go out on a date together. We love to go out on dates today.
That's great. Yep. That's excellent. I believe that I can, if I can really practice what you said, I believe that in future I will have a happy marriage.
Yes. Wait for the right one.
Of course, I'm not in a hurry.
Good.
So for this perspective, I'm as patient as Nathan. Okay, so let's move on. And the next topic, just now we talked a lot about a marriage. So the next topic I want to talk about is about kids. So because I'm not a father yet,